Hi and welcome back to Beyond the Ropes. This is myself, Michael Prime, joined today by my teammate Dwight Best, Sean and David AWOL. No excuses, no idea what's going on over there. We're joined by Mr. Dashing. Let's get the name straight now.
Yeah,
Jack Hughes.
that's the one, mate.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back.
Robert Lloyd Taylor.
Robert Lloyd
Very
Taylor.
good. Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I just didn't want to say one way around, so I thought, let me just throw it out there. You'll feed it back in. Because I always see your Twitter handle and stuff like that. It's like Rob LT, but when I read it, it says like Rob's lit or something like that. I'm like,
Rob's LT, yeah.
Yeah.
Lloyd Taylor.
I get it. We're there. I might just edit this bit out and do it all again. Don't worry about that. So, this is our team today. Thank you very much for joining us, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice to have you.
Thanks for having us in.
We've been meaning to get Jack in for a while. The last time we spoke to you was before the Ricky Little fight. Unsuccessful attempts at the Southern Area title. And we were all there, obviously, and have to say, it's one of the... We say it all the time, every so often you get these small hall fights that just turn into absolute crackers. And sometimes you go to these cards and you sit there and you think, I could just do it going home now, because you don't get anything interesting. But that fight was captivating. We didn't get the result we wanted, we were all a bit gutted when we left. But what a night.
It was a good one.
It was a good one. Right. So I suppose names are the first thing then. So what's happened there then?
What, the name?
Yeah, is it like Prince? You tied into some kind of contract and you've got
No, I just get bored easily and I like to change things up, and that's pretty much it.
from what I gather though, but looking at your hands, this one can't be changed.
Nah, I think it's permanent now.
Okay, so I mean it's been a lot of change for yourself since that fight. You are no longer with State of Mind Fitness, you moved on to Rob's gym now. So I suppose guys, how's that come about? How did that happen? Did you just walk into the gym and just be like, I need a new guy, I need a new trainer?
Rob messaged me on Instagram. He told me to come down. Well, I didn't have a gym. He just said to come down, so I went down there, sparred a couple rounds, did a couple sessions with Rob, and I just really liked the gym, the atmosphere, and all the lads down there. And he was like, so what's the plan? Do you want to come down? What are you thinking? And I was like, yeah, man, I'd love to be a part of the team. And then that's pretty much it. That's how it happened.
Okay, it's just pretty straightforward then.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's good. I like that because you don't often see, obviously, people change trainers quite often, but I've not really heard before about like a trainer going right, I want to train you, and it being that way. So, what did you see in Jack that you thought, yeah, do you know what, I can deal with this?
How it was, like, we're friends with State of My Fitness, with Barry and Brian, and we've always helped each other out with sparring.
Yeah.
Jack's helped us out numerous times with Al Sinclair and Floyd Hussein, and likewise, we helped him out. So I asked Brian for some sparring with Jack. He told me there wasn't together anymore, so I messaged Jack directly.
Okay.
He came down, just having a chat. You know, he's a little bit confused what he was doing at the time. So I said, if you need a hand, we'll help you. If you enjoy down here, no problem, man. We'll help you out. So he helped us a bit of sparring, and we just progressed from there.
And the relationship just started to see blossom from that point.
Definitely, mate, yeah.
That's good to hear. So, I mean, how have your immediate plans changed? Because I know when we last spoke, obviously, you were hoping to pick up the title. If you didn't, I mean, I've spoken to you personally since then, and obviously it's your aim to have that fight again. But your immediate plans now?
Yeah, it's just gonna have a get out in June, just do like a 6-rounder. So like just basically gel with Rob and like just get back out there, and then hopefully maybe get the rematch after, maybe sometime in December. But it just depends what's going on with him, because I know he's got a fight in June with Sam Cantwell, so he's got to get past that one first.
I suppose it's a strange one. You're desperate for that guy to have a fight and win it, just to keep, because you want to get that fight yourself again. So I mean, 6-rounder, maybe like June time, did you say?
Yeah, June 8th.
Okay, so you're still working with Steve?
Yeah, still with Steve, yeah.
Because it's one of them ones where you kind of wonder, because obviously everybody, especially small boxing, there's a lot of very close relationships, and you always wonder if you fell out, or if you leave with somebody or anything like that, how that impacts your relationships elsewhere. So it's good to hear that Steve's still a firm part of this plan for you.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Steve's the man. I'd never leave Steve.
Just say that too loud. Remember that in the contract going around to be signed. So Rob, I mean, tell us a bit more about yourself as well. I mean, Actually, I know that you have had quite a successful fight career yourself. Prize fighter winner?
Yeah, 2011, long time ago now.
Do you know what? That you're spot on. You know when you don't think it is, you think 2011, and then you start counting back years, and you get quite annoyed. But yeah, I was reading about it. So I remember watching it, but so you like to read back on these things again. And I didn't actually know the story of how you ended up in the prize fighter, but it sounded quite an interesting one.
Yeah, it was.
Come on, give us the gossip on it.
The short of it, I kept on calling John Wish, who was then head of boxing for Matchroom.
Yeah.
Just harassing him. Get me in. Kept telling me, like, we got the boxers, not much you can do. Kept on harassing him, and he ended up getting me in as a... One night turned up, Mick Williamson, the cut man, to come and help me out in the corner. So I was sitting there. I only trained for 3 weeks for this as well.
Yeah.
By the way, I was going to pull out because I didn't have a trainer at the time. I texted Adam, like 3 weeks prior to the competition. He said, "Come down, 3 weeks training. That's what I had for it." And anyway, sitting in the back, they come in. Is it JJ Bird? Not JJ Bird. I've forgotten his name now. He fainted in the dressing room with 20 minutes to go. So he couldn't fight after that. So he come in, coin toss out of me. I'm forgetting my names now. I can't remember his name now. So flicked. I said you can choose. So I think he chose heads, and he chose wrong. Being a gentleman, it come through for me, and that was it. 20 minutes, I was in. I had to wrap my hands quickly. They done the new format where you get in the ring, and then they put the names out of the hat there and then. So my name come out first. So I didn't warm up or anything, and I got picked against Takalu, who was touted to win.
Yeah, favourite.
Yeah. So it wasn't a great performance, but I done enough to win. But I started off like cold.
I can imagine. Jesus, like wrapping your hands and then you're in the ring.
Yeah.
So when they call the names, you just stay in the ring at that point.
Yeah. So we was all just lined up waiting for the names to be picked out, and then I come out first, and that was it. You stay in the ring from then.
That's madness, man.
Yeah. They only done that once on my turn.
So if they did that and something, actually never does that, but something bad happens to something, so like you're in the ring, you know for 20 minutes, and then we've always asked the question to boxers before when people say you get caught cold. Like some people say that they don't really buy into that. Some people say it's a real fact. But you can imagine if someone's like, I've had 20 minutes notice of this fight basically, and then if they caught in the first 60 seconds, questions would be asked. So you can imagine why they dropped that one out pretty quickly.
Do you find it easy to switch on, like 20 minutes to go, like?
It happened so fast. Like they come in change room, bam, coin toss, you're in. They didn't have time to think really. Just get on with it.
If it's going to be a short time, you want it to be a really short time, so you haven't even got time to worry about that. I haven't got enough time to prepare for this.
But I'm laid back anyway, so everything just take it in my stride. So it is what it is. Job's there to be done. You just got to do it.
Okay, so you battled your way through the first fight then.
Yeah.
And just progressed all the way through.
Yeah.
So then, it's one of the things I remember watching these prize fights and just think how amazing they were, and then you see the guy, they win, hands held up, they get the winner check and stuff like that, and then a lot of guys, you wonder what happens after that.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not talking like long term because you see where the careers go and whatnot, but you know, like the camera stopped rolling, the guy stood there, he's finished. How not even how elated are you? Just what kind of things are you thinking at that point?
It was a nice moment.
Yeah.
Just being there in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And that was
that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
What was kind of the point after that where then you feel you're expecting maybe the phone to ring for something this and that?
Yeah.
Did that just not come, or was it the opportunity?
The phone rang straight away.
All right.
So they offered me Lee Purdy, Matchroom, the British title at welterweight. And at the time I was working for British Gas. I was on the winter shift, so I was working 8 till 6 every day, which is a long old slog. So I had an agreement with work that once the fight was agreed, they give me three weeks unpaid leave so I could train for it kind of full time. And I kept them calling up. I'm not going to say too much about Matchroom because
No.
we want to work
Yeah.
in the future. But I was calling like John Wishy enough every day. Like, has it been confirmed yet? Because I need to get the time booked off for work so I can put the work in to prepare properly for it. I was even talking to Robert Smith at the head of boxing, British boxing. He told me just because you're on prize fighter doesn't necessarily mean that you're entitled to British title shot. We still have to have the paper submitted and then we review it and then we go from there. Anyway, 3 weeks out, it still hadn't been confirmed. Adam said to me, you know, there's no point, it's not enough time to prepare properly for it. So unfortunately, I had to pull out of that one. Not that it's made. And then after that, I got offered Brian Rose with Frank Maloney. Now Kelly Maloney.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great deal what he offered me, but it was a British title fight. So he had 3 options afterwards. It wasn't great money, but it was an opportunity I'd been waiting for, so I accepted. And just didn't hear anything. He ended up boxing Chris Coleshaw. That was a light middleweight, British light middleweight title. I boxed after that on the ticket deal, and it was like from prize fighter to this.
Is the fire kind of it's going out.
Yeah, there was no money there. So like, go back to work. I've got to look after my family. I've got bills to pay.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. We've had people, and I've no idea that people even boxing at British title level, the stresses they go through, having to book time off work just to get a few weeks of solid training and stuff. I remember when we first started, like, I say maybe we were a bit more educated than your average boxing fan, but like, we always say the perception that people have that boxers just make shitloads of money, that they're all just rolling around with cash in their pocket.
I always lost money, like when I was fighting. Like the time I could be putting to work, I was putting to boxing.
Yeah.
The money doesn't equate.
Yeah, it's just insane. And we try to explain it to people when you go out and you speak to guys, how much work goes into just before you even start training, just to get into the fight. The amount of guys that just to send in the tickets, or you get told like you got to sell X amount, or you got to make up the difference and things like that. Bits that people that are just paying them, where they let you down for tickets, they just have no idea about the amount that goes in. The stress that you guys put yourselves through is, and I'm not just saying this because you're here, because it's just common sense. It's just insane, and it's one of those ones where you just wonder how much more people could put into the sport as fighters if they didn't have that stress and that worry all the time.
Looking back in hindsight, I think now, and not achieving what I wanted to, I think I should just chuck all my eggs in that basket and say, you know what, the fight's confirmed, just train my ass off. If it didn't come off, I'm 3 weeks out, 3 weeks money out of pocket. If it does come off, I can win the British title. Looking back, hindsight, that's what I should have done. I should have believed in Matchroom, like seeing what they're doing now, but beauty of hindsight.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like, obviously now coach yourself, you have experience and things like this, so if these opportunities do start showing up for fighters, like you can say, listen, worst case scenario is you'll be X amount out of pocket, but the upside into it is that you could possibly have this opportunity to go on and do this.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's obviously it's not great for you, obviously looking backwards, but a wealth of experience has been gained by yourself as a coach now.
That's what I always say. Like in my shortfallings, it's just better equipped than me. Like to be a better coach, and I'm a trainer and manager. Yeah. So it's better equipped than me in both areas, definitely.
So how long have you been just coaching now then, I suppose?
So I got my trainers and managers license together. I think I had the license for 4 years, but I sat on it for a year because I still hadn't decided whether I was going to stop boxing or not. So I had it for a year. Then I had someone approach me to help, and just from there, that was it. I didn't have time to think about boxing again. Just set off, and in space of no time at all. Got a lot of boxers underneath me, and I've got to look after them. So
busy
man. That's the end of my boxing career.
But lucky for you, he's got a wealth of experience and he's taking a shine to you.
Yeah, very lucky.
I suppose we'll go back to yourselves in a short while. Did you manage to catch up with much of the boxing over the weekend, boys?
No, I didn't watch any of it.
I love that. We get so many boxing. They're like, "You watch your boxing?" Like, no, I don't watch any boxing, man. I can't stand it. But I get that if you're boxing all the time, that's probably the last thing you want to do on a Saturday night is sit down and watch 4 hours more of boxing.
I had the matchroom show on,
Yeah.
but I had a friend around at the same time,
Oh, okay.
so who was talking, so it was a little bit hard to concentrate.
I managed to catch up on the most of it. Obviously, we're a bit late into the week now, so we don't get to recap it massively. Buatsi he's just at another level now.
Yeah.
He's, for me, like we said, I think we put him in our, was he one of our tips last year or something?
Yeah, it was.
But I think he's just, you can't even call him a prospect anymore. I just think he's so far clear of everyone domestically.
Do you think he's ready?
Rob Blackshot.
Sorry, Yard, I mean.
See, like we followed Yard from the very, very beginning. Like he was one of the first people we had on the show. I think he's only had like 3 or 4 fights. So.
Yeah.
So we had a spot for him, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This is because we are just boxing fans, actually actively involved in the sport. I do get caught up in the kind of the up and down of how fans get, and I can see why people are slowly turning on him at the minute.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily be down to his choices or his decisions, but I think the things happening around him they're not necessarily reflecting him as a fighter. And I'm a big fan of Frank Warren. I just can't understand why he's in this situation now where he's so highly ranked, and I don't know if it won't or can't fight anybody.
But he's got a title shot now, isn't he?
Hopefully.
Supposedly.
I saw today that Kovale's manager came out and said that Warren had offered them a deal and it was embarrassing. That they offered them a flip deal to go and fight in Russia.
Yeah.
And they were like, no.
Yeah.
So it's going to end up going to someone's purse bids.
I don't want him to fight Kovalev just yet.
I don't think that's ready. I don't think
I don't think he's ready for that at all.
Dwight's a massive Kovalev fan.
I don't think he's ready for that. He's not ready for Kovalev. No.
I think he's really stuck now as well because
He could be, but I'd like him to a few more fights, just really build into it. So when he eventually does fight someone that caliber, he's in the best position possible, you know, to express himself how he wants to.
I think there's several people in and around that world sort of level as well.
Yeah.
To test yourself up and to the point.
I'll say the same thing about Waxy as well, though. Because like, I don't think he's ready for a title shot.
No, I don't. But I do think that
I do think he's a heavy yard. No.
And that's in my. I think I tend to agree with that simply because he's worked his way up now, and the people that put in front of him, he's just taken them out. Like was it Conrad at the weekend? He's no mug. Like he tagged Waxy a few times away. He got hit in the chin a couple of times, and he just that question gets answered. And he's been hit. It's like he just got on with it. What was that? 3-4 rounds, and it was over. And I watched the highlights back again yesterday. And he just looks like a bit of a beast.
Yeah.
And I think he's got the whole package as well, like we said it before. He speaks really well, he comes across really humbly, he seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah. Similar to Yard.
Well, I really like Anthony Yard.
Yeah.
And
I think he has more star potential.
We said that he's Warren's golden, he's his golden egg right now.
And I think the better opposition he goes against, you're really going to see what he's got in the locker. Which I think he's got a lot more to show.
That's what I hope.
And bear in mind, he didn't do much as an amateur.
Yeah, that's the only reason I think in Waxy's a further ahead. It's because he's got that amateur schooling.
Yeah.
I just think he's done a lot more in amateurs.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit more experience, hasn't he? So, but I don't know. His approach is different, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
I think he's the only thing I'm a little bit worried about Yard. It seemed like started blowing a little bit, like later on in the fights.
But he's got a very muscular physique, hasn't he? And obviously, again, I'm not that involved in that side of the sports side. I can't comment on it too much. But you hear a lot of people say that when you carry that much muscle, it's a lot. It's very difficult to keep your kind of anabolic, like your fitness up, because your body just takes so much oxygen when you're working. And that was one of the things that was levelled at Anthony Joshua when he was coming through. And why Tyson Fury doesn't necessarily worry about not being massively chiseled, because his general fitness is very good. But except I really like Yard, but it's been a strange one over the last 12 months to see how people have kind of drifted away from the hype about him, and now people like if you look at social media is like a really good gauge of how people are obviously doing. And you see, anytime they tweet anything about him, man, you just look in the comments and it's just terrible. And you see the same thing with Anthony Joshua when it was all to do with the Deontay Wilder stuff. Anything Matchroom tweeted about it was really negative in the comments. Obviously, social media is not the wider world, but it is quite it's quite indicative of how people are generally feeling, especially in like kind of micro climates of like Twitter for sport and stuff.
Yeah.
And Yard is just, I think he's very lucky that Tunde's a very positive person, and they must have such a close knit kind of camp there to just not worry about what everyone else is saying. But yeah, for me, at the minute, I was mesmerised by what I see, and it wasn't even that he did anything spectacular. He just does everything so well.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem to make mistakes. It's like everything's so measured. It's almost like it's an advanced spar. Like he's just kind of going through the motions. Like I know if I throw this shot, then this one's going to open up, and then he's just a marvel to watch at the minute. And I'm really enjoying seeing him go up the levels. And that's what I like. Because I said, you get to like you test yourself at all these levels, and I think that's why people have kind of gone away from Yarder, because he hasn't. And I won't say he hasn't tested himself at the level actually, because that's a bit harsh.
They
people that know.
They both been fighting like similar opposition. So the criticism and stuff, is it really warranted? I don't think so.
We've had this discussion loads of times with fighters from the older generations. Excuse me. It's like Deontay Wilder now gets absolutely ripped apart having fought journeymen for 20, 30 fights. But if we'd had Box Rec in the 80s and 90s, we might have said that about Mike Tyson.
It's always been that way. You go back on Box Rec, look at all the greats, and you look at their first 20 fights.
Yeah. It's just now, your average fan is in the position to sit there and go, I've never heard of this guy. Scroll. He's never fought anybody. He's never fought anybody, and he's never fought anybody. Now everyone feels like they're an expert and they can really throw their opinion at somebody. But like we said, it would have been exactly the same 80s and 90s, even before which.
There are two ways looking at it as well. You got to build something the correct way, because look at Ricky Hatton. If he wasn't with Frank Warren, I don't think he could achieve what he did.
Yeah.
Like with his cuts and stuff, some like close decisions. You got to be brought up the right way.
Yeah.
Like for me, my second fight, I was sent to Nottingham against a ticket seller who was 5-0. But I had 8 amateur fights. He was 5-0. His hometown. I was giving him a stone weight as well. I shouldn't have been there. So you've got to be brought up the right way, definitely. I think he's doing well. He's on track. He's had a limited amateur career. He's being brought along, improving each fight. That's what he wants. That's what he needs.
And I completely agree with that. It's one of the ones, if you're looking after him and you can say, I've managed to get him to the mandatory position in WBO without him taking any punishment.
Yeah.
And he's not fought.
As long as he's learning along the way.
He obviously is. I mean, every time they announce a fight, they give you a reason as to why we picked that guy. That we like this guy because he's a southpaw. This guy's never been stopped.
Yeah.
So they're obviously working on things on the way up. But again, like people always say, it's a lot to do with the Matchroom bubble is a very powerful media.
Very.
Like a proposition on its own. So being signed to Matchroom automatically makes people kind of like you anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously Frank Warren's kind of the like the anti-Matchroom at the minute. So it's one of them ones where it's like Fury and Joshua. People can't see. People don't go, oh, I like both of them.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like people they have to make a decision on which one they like the best, and it's ridiculous because it shouldn't be that way. It's not football where you align yourself to a football team.
Yeah.
You should just want the best in the sport. But again, like I said, if you look on social media, Facebook, Twitter, etc., you see it straight away. You look in the Matchroom comments and all it'll be is people talking about Frank Warren.
Yeah.
You look in the Frank Warren comments and it'll all be about Matchroom. And it's crazy the way that boxing fans, and listen, we're all included in that as well, you just get so fixated on the kind of the image that's thrown out. And like I said, Matchroom is so powerful when you think about where they are in the sport now and what they can do.
So I love Matchroom, but Frank Warren as well. Like he's like Jason, he gets knocked down, kicked back, like lost a lot of fighters, no TV, and he just keeps getting back up and coming back. He's come back really strong at the moment. BT, he's doing stuff with ESPN. He's been around from day.
Well,
You've got to give him his due.
He's a Hall of Fame promoter. You don't just give those away.
Yeah.
He's been in the game for a long, long time. You look at some of the fights he's promoted. It's crazy. When when he does retire from the sport, and we're all sitting back talking about boxing, and you're talking about like the great promoters, you're talking about your Don Kings and Bob Arons and stuff, and you will be talking about Frank
He's
Warren.
up there the best one, definitely.
Yeah.
He is one of the best.
Yeah.
See all the stuff that Eddie Hearn's doing, taking fighters to America. Warren's done that. He's been there, done that.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for ages. So
Eddie Hearn's been brilliant for boxing as well.
He caught that resurgence perfectly. He kind of just captured it, packaged it, put a nice bow on it, and just sold it back to us as fight fans. And just the last few years for us they've been brilliant. And not just the AJ stuff, like everyone seems to talk about that a lot. Like, you go to the other shows, like even the next gen shows, like we give them a bit of stick sometimes because they can be of a lesser quality, but when we say lesser quality, that's compared to what we're used to as a standard now. And you look at when like the World Boxing Super Series, he goes to those shows and they've got the amazing stadiums, they've got the wicked lights and all the cameras and stuff. It's like the standard has been set now. This is where you need to be an established promoter. And I'm not saying that Warren hasn't obviously bought into that, but Matchroom do they set the standard there now.
No, definitely.
And you even see it now, like the small ball shows, like you go to the MTK shows, you go to the Goodwin shows, and they've all got their own things.
All smart now,
Goodwin's got the massive
definitely.
screens that go up, and you think, this is a small show, but you go into York Hall and it looks so different. Like when David Hay was doing the Haymaker ones there, you went in the York Hall, didn't even look like York Hall, it was amazing. But then you've even seen like MTK, they've got the rig up with all the lights. So like I said, everybody is raising the level now, and it's something that we probably wouldn't have seen 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago, other than for the massive, the really big events. So we complain, but it has obviously trickled it has trickled down to the grassroots of the sport somewhat. Maybe not enough. There's a lot of money at the top end now, but
It's time for the small hauler guys to just see that in front of them. So remember, just before I turned over, it's like only Sky TV was doing boxing, and it's basically the home fighter just boxing nobodies, and this is it. Only Sky, no choice. But now with Sky, Channel 5, ITV, BT, there's so much choice. They've got to be putting on quality fights now.
Where do you stand on small hall being like? So I think I'm trying to think who the promoters are. I think Mickey Elliott does it sometimes where they stream the small hall shows. Like we've had discussions about it before. Because I personally think it could hurt it. But what are your guys' opinions on that sort of stuff?
I personally like it. I've had conversations as well about it hurting it, and like for the boxing ticket sales as well. I think it's good. If you've got supporters, they're going to come. If they can't, they've got the opportunity to watch it on the stream, and it's just something you can put out to more people. Knockout. You can put it out to more people. They might not want to come. They see the show. Oh, it's quite good. I like it. I might try it next time. I might get more ticket sales for next time.
It's interesting to say it might be like a short term kind of dip, but it could.
You can put yourself out to the wider public. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree with that when you said like show it to the people and they might think, oh, that's nice, but at the same time I reckon it would probably hurt ticket sales. But it's probably a good thing to have, like, not mention it to anyone until like the day of the fight and be like, for all those who can't make it, like here's a link. Because if you start putting up beforehand, they might just think, oh, I can just watch it at home, so I won't bother coming.
For me, it's free promotion.
Yeah, I get that.
So like just taking a loss and gain later on down the line. It's how you balance it out. That's the problem.
That's when you'll have to be in fights like Jack. It'll have to be an exciting fight.
That's it.
You'll be sitting there thinking, how do I get people to come and see me without getting smashed up every week? Like, I'm not saying you get not like to lose, but taking too much punishment.
Not anymore, anyway.
Because you don't want to be getting battered just to put on a show, even though that's probably what would sell more tickets. I suppose it's that. I suppose as a fighter, especially at a small show, that's the kind of balance that you want to do. You don't want to just be too slick that people are not really interested. Especially if, like, I can imagine if someone like Floyd Mayweather now, at the top end of the sport, that's unreal. But can you imagine if you went to York Hall 4 or 5 times a year and you saw him and his pot shot and didn't get hit? The purist, you'd be sitting, I'd be like, this guy's outstanding. But is he going to sell enough tickets week on week to get put back out again. I suppose it's a fine balance in that for a lot
Yeah,
of you guys.
you got to pack yourself correctly. Name dropping, one of our fighters, Fuad the Pirate Hussein.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter, but as well, he's a good personality. And if you've seen him, you've seen like the ring entrances, like coming on a boat.
Yeah.
He's got the flag bearers. So you just got to pack yourself correctly.
His social media game is pretty decent as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah.
He's really good at that.
I'm owning him. I don't think he does enough.
Well, we say it to all the guys, like, just
Free promotion, isn't it?
Just the power of social media.
There are some guys out there now that are absolutely, they're just brilliant at it.
Yeah.
And there are some people that we still speak to them, they're like, oh, what's your Twitter? And they're like, oh, do you know, I don't really do Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's like, the people that go to boxing, I'm not saying it's everybody, but a lot of people want to hear what you're doing.
Yeah.
Even if it's just simple things like they
It's
just say,
what I
I've got to
say.
go to work, I'm
Yeah.
doing this, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
People want to feel engaged with you.
Yeah.
And it's,
I've got a couple of guys, and it's just like they won't post for ages. Also, they've got a fight come. Right, guys, I'm fighting.
tickets.
And there's people like, where have you been?
Yeah.
You got to keep showing them what you're doing behind closed doors. You know,
Yeah.
the progress, the struggles, and then when the fight date comes up, right, I'm ready to go.
I said people get
They're already bought in, yeah. I think it's the worst thing you do, not have anything, and then all of a sudden, bam, I'm fighting.
And then the first thing is, if you want tickets,
Yeah.
and then they wonder why people aren't
Yeah.
so forthcoming with
Yeah.
it straight away.
But then also the posting, but the interacting with the people who's seeing the post as well.
Yeah, see, again, it's one of those things that you don't realise how much has to go in.
Yeah.
Just what, like, if I'm just sitting at home, just scrolling through Twitter, just
Yeah.
looking, I look at 100 boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't realise that every single one of them's
Mm.
got to be putting in quite a fair bit of effort
Yeah. Yeah.
to keep that going.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you got to personalise it as well to make people feel it's personal for them. Yeah. They're part of the journey as well. You got this. This is the game win now with the ticket sales. You got to do it.
It's mad. See, when you were boxing then, and sorry, I feel like I'm just bypassing you completely now, but there's a wealth of information that maybe you haven't heard yet either. Although you probably have. It's like when you were boxing then, obviously it would have been different. It wouldn't have been all about social media and stuff like that. So how would, like ticket deals and things like that, how would that have been much more difficult for you, or was it just
When I first started, it's only after the recession that the ticket deals come in. When I first come about, it was this is your pay, how many tickets you want, and that was it. So even if you wasn't a massive ticket seller, it didn't matter as much.
Still get on.
Yeah, but then the promoters would lose out if you didn't do too well. Whereas now it's all on the promoter's side. You know, you lose out, not the promoter.
Yeah.
Although I was on some ticket deals. Luckily, I just had like a good group of friends, family who just always supported me. Wherever I was going in the country, they still came supportive. Luckily.
Yeah, that is. I wouldn't even say fortunate, obviously, because you work hard for those sort of family and friends relationships, anyways. But yeah, because we speak to a lot of guys that really struggle with that side of the game now.
Yeah.
And it's one of the ones where you see a lot of fighters, they slip through the cracks because they're not big ticket sellers,
Yeah.
and they could be immensely talented.
Yeah.
It's like this week, I was looking at Andrew Selby because he lost. I think was it in Mexico? Or something this week.
Yeah.
It wasn't televised or anything because he's people say, and I've seen him a few times. He's one of the most talented British boxers we probably ever produced in terms of his skill level.
Yeah.
But he doesn't capture the fans.
Yeah.
Very much the same as his brother. Like we said it before. I really like Lee Selby, and he's a fantastic fighter to watch. But apart from the last fight, he's not always been in the most exciting of fights, and I think he's probably paying kind of the price for that now, where it's very difficult to get people engaged. And you see fighters that, like I said, Andrew Selby is so talented, but he's not really captured the imagination, so people don't gravitate to go and watch him. So then the promoters, obviously, their promoters' first point is not to put on a great show to make money. That's what they're there to do.
Yeah.
As much as it pains us as boxing fans, you don't want to hear that it's all about money. But that's what their job is. They're not trying to make a loss to put on a nice show. And you just see a lot of fighters, they just kind of just drift away from the sport, or they don't get picked up by the top people when they should be.
So it's where you've got to have a good team around you to advise you on what they think is best and how they can get you to where you need to go. If you're not too good on social media, you need to be seeking help to get more knowledgeable on it.
Yeah.
Because that's the age we live in now. You can't sell tickets. You got to figure out a way to engage with more people. And you know, if you get one person come in, you know, come enjoy it, put on a show. Next time, bring a friend.
Yeah.
Like one friend, one and another one. Well, that's 2 more people extra. You got to keep on building what you have.
See, it's mad that when you think as a coach now, that these are the sort of things you've got to kind of, a bit of wisdom you've got to impart on your guys. It's not just the basics of boxing, like you're literally coaching their entire career.
Yeah, yeah.
I suppose is that probably more management sort of stuff? If you got guys that you just manage and don't coach, or
Yeah. I only train and manage. Jack is the only guy that I only train because when we first started talking, I said I don't train and manage, but he was with Steve Goodwin, who I have a good relationship with, and I said I would never try and interrupt that relationship. My relationship with Steve and Kevin Campion is worth too much. I wouldn't cross that
both
line.
really good guys as well.
Yeah, yeah. But a trainer, he base manages a fighter anyway, and he comes with short end of the stick every time. But yeah, like I still guide him anyway, like management kind of thing. Although Steve's like top manager, and he's done really good with Jack. So me training him now as well, he should do really well.
Because he's got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, definitely.
Would that possibly open the door to yourself to having more fighters of that kind of relationship then, where they would be being managed elsewhere?
No. No. You invest so much in the fighters. No, personally as well. No. Training and management. Jack is the one special one.
I like that though, because you hear some, they're not terrible stories, but some interesting ones. Like, I'm trying to think of one recently. With Leon McKenzie, one of his guys, left him quite abruptly, quite suddenly.
Really?
I won't say, because I think we're actually going to come on in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But if people don't know it, will know who it is anyway. And it was just by text, just like, I'm not going to be trained by you, or I'm not going to be managed by you anymore. And like you said, you put so much into these guys.
Yeah.
It must be quite difficult, obviously, then just to have someone walk away. And I suppose if you're a manager and a coach, you've got a lot more stability there as well.
Yeah.
Which makes you gives you a bit more confidence as the person that's guiding it.
My opinion on that is, if someone didn't believe they was getting from me what they needed, wanted, then fair enough. We can shake hands. You know, you can have your contract. I've been lucky enough that the people that have got with me, they believe in me, and they are loyal. We did have a gym for quite some time. The gym we was using closed down, so we was like just gym hopping. I could have took them like to my back garden, trained them in my back garden, and they'd still be there. So but in terms of it's a short career. You have to be selfish. So if one of my fighters said to me, you know what, I don't feel like I'm getting what I need. No, fair enough. Might be upset, but you have to do what's best for you. End of the day.
I suppose that's one of the things that you having been a fighter as well. You can understand it from their side if they felt that.
Yeah. You had on you said about Jez.
Yeah.
The same situation with Jez. He wanted to go full time, whereas I have to work.
Yeah.
You know, to support my family. I'm not earning that kind of money in boxing yet. So I said the same thing. You know, you have to do what's best for you. I can't be that full time trainer in the daytime. You got to do what's best for you. Shook hands, and that was it.
But that's good. Like I said, I think there's not too many people like you in the sport.
But I could see, like, when people go and people along and then they lose them, I could see how they would be upset.
Yeah.
But I understand, you know, previous experience. You have to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
I didn't, and I come up short. So you have to be selfish.
Oh, good taking notes into
I
the
am.
We'll send you a recording and just take all this in. and then just asking more and more questions. Because this is the sort of thing that us as fans, we sit here, we talk boxing all the time. We get the guys and they give us a completely different insight. But then when we get coaches, managers, we hear so many different things. I think we've even had a couple of guys that do the PR for fighters as well now. And it's just so much in the when people say it's an entire industry, because obviously it is, they're not joking. There are so many different roles in the sport now. It's not just a coach and a fighter, and then you turn up. It's so many people involved in your actual career. So it must be good to have someone like yourself around that you know that they've been there, they've done it, they've got that experience now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, of your other guys then, I know you mentioned Fuad. Who else have you training at the minute?
I've got Lewis Lights Out Lie, very talented super middle. I have Aaron Sniper Sinclair, very talented super bantam. Lewis is 2-0. Aaron is 3-0.
I think he's 4, isn't he?
No, he's 3-0.
Oh, is he 3?
Yeah, he's 3-0. I've got Mitchell the Predator Preedy. He's 4-2 now. I've just signed Ryan Warrior Walsh. He's going to be one to look out for. He's going to be a dark horse. If you like Ricky Hatton, Josh Warrington, Roberto Duran, he's going to be that kind of fighter.
He's going to be an exciting fighter.
He's very exciting. Jack, the dashing one, as you know, he's sitting there with us. And I've just signed Stephanie Rowe, who is a 3-time ABA champion.
Okay.
Female, who's very good.
See, this is the thing. We've been trying to get a female boxer to do to do our introduction series, and it's so difficult at the moment. Like there's only I'm not going to patch on there. There's only a handful of recognisable names, and when we've reached out to other people, it seems that at the moment it's still quite a closed community. And I find it really strange. You think everyone they'd be desperate for that kind of promotion at the minute, but I really haven't found that. If I'm honest.
You met us. Our doors are always open. We've got another female boxer. She hasn't fought yet, but no problem. Anyone you need to speak to, doors open.
I will be doing that, don't worry. And your gym's just literally down the road from us. So we'll be in all the time now. We'll be send your guys in, just send your guys in. Also this weekend, to come back off of this, to go back onto the weekend's boxing, there was the Frank Warren card in Leicester, headlined. I'm having an absolute blind
Dubai.
Pardon?
Don't Dubai.
Oh, Dubois.
Yeah,
I know that Gorman was on it. He fought Kevin Kingpin Johnson. Again, it was a 12 rounds. I don't want to say snooze fest, but Gorman's he's more of a counter puncher, and Kevin Johnson hasn't been a front foot fighter for about 12 years, so that wasn't massively exciting. I'm mostly tuned in because we have been dealing a lot with Woodstock recently, and he was on there. I hate to say comeback because it wasn't a comeback. He hasn't gone anywhere, but he lost a fight back in the last year to Archie Sharp.
I know you're talking about. I see little bits of that fight, but that's the first time I see him.
Yeah, but so he returned to winning ways, so we'll get him back on in the next couple of weeks. Again, he's one of those guys. He's a really fascinating person to speak to. You know, like you get some guys in boxing, and they just seem to. I'm not saying these sort of level, but they operate on like a different brain way to everybody else. And when you speak to them, you just sit there and you think, I really hadn't ever thought of that before. And you come off the call and you think, I'm just going to sit here and think about that for half an hour now. He's one of them kind of guys, so I really enjoy kind of watching him. We'll see where it goes. But that Frank Warren show, I mean, it seemed it was bizarre because it was pushed back a month from February and then they put it back on and they clashed with the matching card again.
Yeah.
That's the problem when the shows are clashing like that. Because honestly, I didn't have no time over the weekend, so I basically watched one card and that's it. And when they're clashing, everyone else must be the same. Like, it's hard to get. It's hard to find space.
Did you see Cody Camacho?
I saw that. Yeah.
I felt like I've really enjoyed this kind of Indian summer that Wiley's had in the last like maybe 2 years, like a real resurgence in his career. Like after that Chamberlain fight a few years ago, you kind of thought that was probably going to peter out from that point.
Yeah.
But to then be kind of at that stage, on that stage at the weekend, fair play to him. But
I thought he'd done alright. Yeah. He didn't exactly get blasted away like straight away, did he?
no, and again, there was a few contentious moments. Like Coley's just going to. I think we're all just have to just face facts. He's going to be very awkward. His fights are not ever going to be the most beautiful to watch, but he's going to get the job done. We said this after the Chamberlain fight. I just think I'm always going to sit there and watch it and think, oh God, but he's going to beat everybody.
But I think he has improved. I think he's improved though. In the last couple of fights, he's definitely improved.
I was helping Luke Watkins when he boxed Luke Watkins.
Yeah,
That's the best I've ever seen of Coley.
yeah. Like we actually did our show live when we were watching that, didn't we? I think we had it on when we were going. And again, I really rate Luke. He had a tough year last year. I think we spoke to him at the beginning of last year. And he was like, yeah, I want to fight everybody. He still had his Commonwealth title. He said, yeah, I want to fight Coley, I want to fight Chamberlain.
Yeah.
And then it was like the next 3 fights, he done it both. And it was like, well, fair play to him. But
He just started warming up with his head movement, firing off his head movement, and then wham, Coley caught him, and then that was it. In at the end.
I think that's going to be it. I was reading a thing from Dave. White Rhino. I can't think. Why is my brain not working today? Heavyweight fighting Lucas Brown. Dave Allen. That's the one name you can never forget. But he was saying that he'd sparred him a few times. He said he's just one of the strongest people he's ever been in the ring with.
Really?
And like he's obviously a very sturdy heavyweight himself. And there's actually talk of him now of stepping up to fight a heavyweight in his next fight. And he's like, this guy, he's only been pro for 2 years.
Yeah.
He's cleaned out domestic now. He's got every title there is there. He said it's not going to be pretty, but I think he's just going to go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Just being so awkward, and he's probably going to get it at the right time with Usyk going to move up. And the other top boys at the minute being tied up in the World Boxing Super Series is giving him a bit of a not an easy route, but like a defined route to the top without necessarily having to take on the top talents yet.
Once that tournament's over, there's fights in. There's loads of fights out there, cruiserweight. So it's quite interesting for him.
So when you look at where he's got to in 2 years as a pro,
He's got the potential to become so much better as well. For Coley, he's still like really raw and really amateurish as well. Yeah, and he's really effective. No, if he does the right things, the right guidance, he's got the room for so much more improvement. And he could become, like, with his punch power, like, deadly.
Yeah.
So I hope he does. He comes across like really well as well on the camera.
Yeah, when you speak to him, again, it's one of those things. It's underrated as a boxing fan that when you put a camera on someone and they can speak well.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Obviously, it just ticks a box for boxing fan. It just makes it a lot more of a sellable product. And
I think it's a matchroom thing as well. They really do.
Oh, they definitely get that training.
Yeah.
They definitely, and the people that don't, they're not allowed to speak. You're not allowed to speak on the shows until you get up to a certain level. Because we see what happens with other people. Like we say it all the time. Joe Joyce is one of my favourite guys at the minute.
Yeah, he's not a camel guy.
Just don't let him speak.
Yeah.
Just don't. Let Sam Jones just do all the talking now.
Yeah.
Let Joe just go out, knock someone out, and just leave. Don't even do any interviews. Just leave the room.
Yeah.
Just let your media team deal with it all. But yeah, like you can see that the matchroom guys they clearly get prepped on what they shouldn't say and who they shouldn't speak to.
But they helped James Gale as well. As soon as he went with matchroom, bam, different person.
Yeah.
Come across so much better to people.
Yeah, we've had there's a guy that comes in with us every month or so, Rob Brennan, who's been a journalist that's followed James for a long time. He's done quite a bit of work with him, and he said he's one of those guys that, like, if you put a camera in front of him before, he used to just kind of freeze up. It was insane. Like you'd sit there and be talking to him about anything. You put a camera there and he'd just be like, this is a guy that just gone off and he won a gold medal. It was just like if you sat there with a camera in his face, it just became a different person.
Yeah.
So again, it's one of those things that as you progress through the sport,
it's easy to judge these people as well. Like when you see them up on TV, you shouldn't be too quick to judge. When you meet them in person, completely different people.
yeah, I said that before. Like with Joe Joyce, like I've sat and spoken to him a few times. I remember when I went to the Haymaker press launch when they first announced it, and I sat and I was speaking to him and his mum for about 20 minutes. And then I sat down to do an interview with him, and it was the longest 6 minutes of my entire life. Like if I can't sleep sometimes, I put that on YouTube and I just straight out. It's no problem at all. But you know that he's a genuinely nice guy. He's just not very good at that kind of side of the sport. I suppose maybe small hall shows, it's probably a bit easier for you guys. You don't necessarily have, well, although more and more now you see guys at the small hall shows queuing up to interview the guys after a fight. So I mean, it is trickling down in the sport. I mean, I know that you probably get a fair bit more of that now.
Yeah.
Like you see the guys, you'll call it out the ring, straight in the back, and there's like 4 or 5 people ready to.
So this is where you need like your team just to advise on this stuff. As I say, like with social media, you do it, Jackie. I see you put videos up on Facebook, Instagram. It all helps. So you get started.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just a completely different world that before we started doing even this small part of being in boxing, you just don't realise what goes in. You just literally, everyone just sees the glitz and glamour of a massive show at the O2. You don't see how much work goes in, even just to I say even, not in a patronising way, like a York Hall show, 15, 16 fighters on it. It's mental the amount of work that goes into that, the amount of work that you guys have to do, and then the people around your careers and stuff. So I mean, like I always say it, and it sounds like I'm asking my fair play to you boys, because it's, especially when having to work as well, which you know Jack as yourself, it's just, it's 2 full-time jobs, without even putting in the training as well, really. If you think you've got to work your 8 hours, and you've got to do a bit of social media time, you've got to do 4 or 5 hours of training or whatever it is. I quite like when we finish. I complain when we finish this and I have to spend 2 hours doing this stuff afterwards. You lot literally have to do 2 jobs, so I don't know how you manage it. I don't know, you must have that real raw love for the sport. Is that, oh sorry, Bob.
Also, like it is a business. I say to my guys, you know, invest in yourself. Have to come out of the sport with something. Can't come out like no money like most. Have to be smart. Invest in your, like we believe in you, so we're working with you. Invest in yourself, get yourself to a certain level, but also the money you're earning, you have to be smart with that. You have to make certain investments when you come out. That's more money.
Yeah.
At least like a house, at least.
That's I suppose that's like the end.
Yeah.
Should be the end goal.
But you've got to go into it knowing these things need to be put in place.
Yeah.
Not just going like just no clue, no goals, no focus. You get your money, you spend it. You can't do that. You've got to be wise.
See, that's mad. So if you took on a guy now, say you built up a relationship, someone that had been an amateur, they turned over. This is the sort of stuff you happen to tell them.
Yeah.
Basically straight away, dude. It's like before you're even in your first fight, you're sitting there talking about when you retire, you want to be able to X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
That's mad. But if you don't plan, so you're not going to get what you need.
It's not prevalent in boxing. You fight, you get your money, just whatever, you spend it. They go out, a few drinks, food, your money's gone. Got to educate the youngsters.
Yeah.
Do it better. Learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, because there are obviously a lot of guys around now. There's a lot of guys that you see that were quite well-established fighters, especially like the guys in like the 90s and whatnot.
Yeah.
All fighting on TV all the time.
Yeah.
But you see them now, and like you have a vision in your mind of what they should be doing, like, and they're not necessarily anywhere close to that. And it's like you said, it's all that planning and investing in yourself, I suppose. It's not even really so much boxing. This is more life training that you give your guy. And I wish I had one of them. I just need that now. To start planning my finances with the aim of that. So I mean, in terms of yourself, so you've got a few months until you want to be back out in the ring now. Then.
Yeah, about 2 months, June time.
So kind of what are you doing now? Because I don't imagine you'll be in like a 10-week camp, would you?
Yeah, I think I've basically kind of started, but I'll start properly next week. Like back training with Rob down every day, sparring, everything, just like ticking over, waiting for the day now.
So if you look at if you're planning for a 6 rounder, again, we always ask these sort of questions when we have you guys in. We probably asked you this already. Like for a 6 rounder, what kind of routine do you go through training wise for a 6 rounder that would be different to a 10 round fight?
To be honest with me, I'd kind of just train the same for every fight. I train like when I'm on it, I train quite like intensely, and like when I've been doing my 4 rounders and 10 rounders, I've just trained exactly the same every time.
Okay. So yes, no difference at all then. Is that how you kind of run your camps as well?
No, the stuff that he has been doing is quite different to how we train.
Yeah.
So we will have him like in tip-top shape come fight night. As well, he's not just ticking over. Poor choice of words, Jackie. We're in that stage, like we have to gel first because I'm completely different to his previous trainer.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a couple of trainers in our gym. Even like me to them, we have completely different philosophies on boxing.
Yeah.
So we have to gel as trainer and fighter. You know, I got to gain his trust. He has to believe in me. Away from the fitness side. So it's just at the moment, that's why he couldn't jump into like a Southern Air type return straight off the back of like just coming to me because we have to gel first. He has to believe in me, believe in what I'm telling him, which I think he does. So once we gel, have a warm-up fight, then I think you definitely see like a tip-top Jack Hughes.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking because I really want that rematch to come round.
It'll come.
And if it's around Christmas again, that'll be our Christmas outing again.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it was such a great scrap, but it would be lovely to see that with you having made the improvements you I would assume hope to have made for that within a new style, new camp, new system. I don't even know how you'd word it. But
Not a new style. You know, I base how he's as a fighter, just little adjustments that I like to make. I never try and change someone like who they are.
Yeah.
He expresses himself, you know, how he is. I just see the little adjustments what needs to be made and pick up on that.
Yeah.
And then you couldn't go into a big fight. That's the worst time to go into a big fight. You know, making them adjustments. That's the best time to get someone off guard. So let us gel. Let them little minor adjustments, you know, become natural for him, and then we're good to go.
And obviously, it's not something you put a time period on how long that takes, but
You're always a work in progress.
yeah. Okay. So I mean, how much time? Like, say if you're in a camp now, you've obviously got a handful of fighters yourself. You train. You have other guys in your team. How much time will you two actually get to spend? Just you two, kind of training.
Well, Jack works shift work, so sometimes he gets me all to himself, depending on what time he comes in. If they're all trained together, you know, we just go through it. If they're sparring, you know, they do the shadow. I watch all of them, just pick up on little things.
Yeah.
I have to pad them all, which can be hard work.
But you see these videos, that must be tiring for you.
Yeah.
Like, you go home pretty bad.
It is, and they smash your head out of your arms. And if you're having an off day and they miss the pads hitting your arms.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like. We wanted to do one of those ones where you go to the gym. In fact, you may be able to help us out with this. We wanted to do this. We wanted to put it out to our listeners and whatnot. So we want one of us to take a body shot with one of those big body things on.
Yeah.
Big Dave should do it.
Yeah, big Dave can be the guy. But we may be tapping your gym up for that at some point. We want one of us to take.
You got to get a good body belt for that. I've got the Hatton one, and with my super middle, go straight through. I can't hold it.
Alright, that's a terrible idea. We'll take that bit out of the recording. We don't want that.
What we do, you come up, put on the belt, and go with Lewis, the super middleweight.
No, but you just said that's a bad idea.
But it's an experience.
It'll be our last experience as well. No, but we need to do something about it because, like I said, we sit here and one of the things we never wanted to do is we don't sit here and try and criticise fighters because we can't do what they do. But I would love to be able to sit there and say that I've experienced even a small amount.
You said you wanted to do white collar and you signed yourself up for it.
And I'll still do it.
Yeah.
But I've got a bad knee now, and
yeah.
and I don't think my doctor will sign off on it,
Yeah.
or my wife. But no, but I'd still definitely give it a go. But it's simply because I want to be able to say, like, if I'm gonna have an opinion on something, that I have tried it.
Yeah.
Fitness wise, I feel like I could probably do it.
Yeah, sort
Sort of. But again, until you've been punched in the face, you can't really comprehend what it's like. There was a video going around this week, or today, or yesterday, of Usyk hitting one of those punch dummies, and you just think, like, boxers get hit all the time, and you guys take it because it's what you do. But if you hit a normal person just like that, I think that'd kill me, because I'm not used to it. So it would be interesting to have that experience.
Years of conditioning, and it is a tough game. Like, I was professional for 16 years, and I say now, could I go back and do it now? I wouldn't want to. Going through like all the training, and then fight night, like having a younger guy try and take my head off, I think I'll just keep my feet up.
From the safety of the corner now.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, don't worry, you're doing fine. Yeah, like I said, it's a different world. Like, as fans, I think it's the same in any sport. Everybody's got an opinion, but and I would never say. In fact, I'm arguing against it. You can never be one of those people that say unless you've done it, don't talk about it. You can always have an opinion, but I'd like to have a bit more of an informed opinion.
Yeah.
Than if I'm going to sit there and have, and especially if I say my opinion like we do to other people, you want to have some basis for that, not just I've seen it and it looks like, oh, that shouldn't have knocked him out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a body shot. No. Yeah, so at some point, one of us will be, in fact, we'll all come down, we'll bring the camera, and
Don't film it.
alright. No, you've got to film it, you just have to put the film out.
Yeah.
We're just doing a McGregor versus
We'll put you for a session, no problem.
Just like, there has to be like a sick bucket if they're going to put us for a session.
Yeah, they enjoy it, definitely.
So I mean, how has it been for yourself, Jack? Like, obviously it's a massive change, state of mind, fitness is a very, I'm trying to think of the right word, it's a very well-drilled place in terms of everybody knows you've got to be very, very fit to be there. And I'm not saying that's not the case, sure, but that's kind of what I've heard is primarily the main focus there, to make sure you are as fit as you could ever be. How is it? Is it different where you are now? Are you just working on completely different things?
Yeah, it's completely different because obviously when I was at State of Mind, like, I wasn't really part of the team, but I was just doing everything myself. I was basically training myself and all that. Now I've come to Rob, and like now I feel like I'm like part of the team. Like, I'm accepted there. Like the lads that like always get me involved. Like Rob gives me pointers on things that I should have been working on since I was like an amateur. But I've never just had that team and like coach that's really wanted to work with me on everything. So like, it's just like a completely different world coming from like training on my own and trying to like motivate myself. So now coming here and I've got other people like motivating me, like, as well as myself with it. It's like, it's a completely different world.
So yeah, you're obviously enjoying having that kind of that team interaction now then.
Yeah, 100%.
See, it's mad again because like you think boxing is such it's an individual sport in terms of it's only you really in the ring, but it's like a whole team so goes into preparation for it. So is that something that's kind of, not in a bad way, is that kind of held you back? Maybe do you think that you didn't get the support that you probably feel that you should have then?
Definitely. It's like, the way I look at it, like, I was training myself for 2 years as a pro. Like, I feel like I trained myself to get to Southern area level. But if I had like a coach and like a proper team around me that wanted to help me and work on like silly little mistakes that I was making, I could probably be at like English or like Commonwealth British level by now. But like, you can't train yourself as a pro. It just doesn't, just not really on really.
Okay. Yeah, and just I'm not trying to get you to say anything that maybe disrespectful or anything like that. So when I ask these questions, it's just literally because I'm trying to understand. So is that kind of the main reason why you left State of Mind then?
No, not really. Like we just
And when I say that, like I said, you say whatever you want, say as little or as much. I'm not trying to probe you into saying something
As
you don't want to.
yeah, no, like we just kind of had a falling out. Really, like I just don't really think they liked me as a person. Like apparently they didn't like what I used to post on like social media and stuff. But like at the end of the day, they was all meant to be my friends apparently. So if they was my friends, like what I posted shouldn't have really mattered to them. But yeah, it is what it is. And then I just went out and I got a tattoo of like another one of the other stables that I'm with, like the Southpaw Jab, and they just did not like it. I don't really know what it had to do with them, but that was how everything started. And we just had a big row, fell out, and like my trainer Brian, he didn't even like meet up with me or nothing. Just sent me a text message saying like, yeah, I can't train you anymore, and that was it. So it was just time to move on.
Just more of a breakdown of a relationship then. I suppose that happens in every walk of life. Just at some stages. And again, boxing is essentially a job for a lot of guys. There's a lot of places where people work where your working relationships are not the best, and it's just kind of life, I suppose. So you move on and you find something that does work for you, which obviously looks like it's working out for you now.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Well, I feel like I can sit here and I can talk to you for the entire night. It's been a pleasure. I don't want to keep you too long. So I'll just say a massive thank you for coming in and joining us.
Pleasure.
It's been a big experience. And do come back and come back with Jack, come back with some of your other guys.
Yeah.
We're always happy to sit and talk to you.
Yeah. Likewise, the gym door's always open as well.
Well, I'll just go now. Definitely come down.
No, we said it for a long
We said
time.
it for too long and we haven't done it.
All
yet,
of
so.
like every boxer we've spoken to so far, they've been like, yeah, come down. Like who was it? Like Bradley Skeet said it to us, Boy Jones, when I've been out to interview him, but their gyms are a long way away. Yeah, you're a 2-minute Uber away, so we've got no excuse now.
Set the date, man. I've got my phone, put it on the calendar. You say when, we'll be there.
Alright, we'll do that. We'll do it off camera, so we're not committed. But I think that's definitely our plan. So yeah, that's it. It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much for coming and joining us.
Thank you.
And so anything you want to throw out at any point, just let us know and we'll help you promote that as well. So because you're so local to us, so all your fighters, the majority of them are going to be very local to us as well. They're the guys that we're here to support and that we want to support. So we'll do the best as we can.
Also, before we wrap up, I hope this year, we want to get a bigger gym first, but once we secure a bigger gym, we're going to get the promoter's license and we're putting on shows locally. You know, typically, you want to go to the best gyms, you've got to go South London, you've got to go East London, some in North London. And same, when the shows are on, they've got to go York almost at the time. And selling tickets, some of them over in like Maidenhead. So travelling from Maidenhead to York Hall, selling tickets for that, it's a little bit harder. So we want to really lift up the local boxing. So with the fighters, the shows, but also not just producing the boxers, helping trainers along the way as well. Getting them more fighters. So in turn, winning sparring, just down the road is another gym with a stable of fighters, boxing the same shows. It just helps the area.
Just building up a whole new network. But in and around where you are.
Yeah.
I love that. So like I said, we're always here to help in where we can. We've got a small reach, but we can get out to people as well. Yeah. So by all means, keep us informed in anything you want to get out there.
Definitely, we will.
So alright, we'll be obviously staying in touch with Jack anyway. I speak to you probably most weeks anyway, really. Just a text here and there. So we'll keep our listeners up to date with when you get your date set, opponents and whatnot. And we will be back next week. I suppose we're really getting into like proper build up now for what am I massively looking forward to, like Crawford and Khan. That's coming up soon. Because March is pretty much done now. So it's into April. What about yourself? Like anything you're looking forward to particularly?
Crawford Khan is the one.
I think that'd be a good fight.
That's gonna be a good fight.
I don't think it's a walkover for Crawford.
I don't either.
By any means.
I think Crawford would lose. I think he's going to struggle to work him out at the beginning, but he will work him out. But that's why I was all excited for that fight, because Khan's got it's the speed. It's speed, can't put the speed in it, so it's gonna be good. I think it'll be good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Last question. Who's your kind of favourite fighter out at the minute?
In a minute,
Yeah, kind of favourite active guy.
away from my guys.
Yeah, not in your stable. That's favouritism. That cause you more problems saying that one.
Yeah.
Jack will be like this.
Watch
What?
I do like Crawford. I'm trying to think. I haven't really got a favourite at the moment, to be honest. Favourite all-time fighter is Sugar Ray Leonard.
Choice.
I wouldn't say I've got one particular one at the moment.
What about yourself, Jack?
I like Josh Warrington.
We said this last week, right? I've come full circle. Like, I was really not a fan of him,
Yeah.
but I kind of sat there and I said the exact same for last week. When you kind of take away the whole football, because he's a proper Leeds boy, you take that all away. He's a top guy, man.
Yeah.
And I was watching something in BT in the build up to his last fight, and he was talking about going out and selling tickets. And he's saying, I had this little book, when I write down this person wants 6, this person wants 4, I go out and I'll be like, oh, I only want 2, and I have to read all my sums, and you think, this is the guy that's gone from the very, very bottom,
Yeah.
and now he's fought at Leeds Stadium,
Yeah.
he's fighting multiple world champions, like, he's done it the hard way from the very bottom. And so when you just look at that, you just think, fair basic, like he's
I'll tell you one guy that I do rate in the terms of investing in yourself is Dylan White.
Yeah,
You know, small hall boxer,
Yeah.
strong to sell tickets, lost to Joshua, and then the way he just set himself up to come back, it was brilliant.
And now he's managing himself as well,
Yeah,
and managing some other
Oh,
fighters.
he's, what's his name? He's in Southport Jab. Fabio. He's managing Fabio.
I can't think of his surname, but yeah, there's a few guys that he's managing at the minute.
yeah, he's got.
React for, and he's now taken over. What's his name? Pester Superstar. Hardin, John Hardin.
Dylan's the same as well. He's still got a lot of potential to get so much better. He's still, can I say, a little bit of rawness to him.
But you think that's what makes it work for him? That kind of rawness.
Yeah, he's getting better and better each fight, and you know, conditioning wise, you know, getting so much better as well. And he just wants to fight. Brilliant.
He's an exciting fighter. I know people. You've got to hand it to him.
You can't knock him, but I love him out of the ring now.
Yeah.
When I sit there, we talked about it. That interview he did when it was him and Eddie Hearn, and he kind of just.
I was really surprised at how in depth that went.
And you were sitting
I'm
there,
surprised Eddie let it go that
and you
far.
were like, has he really just said that?
Mm.
I can't. And Eddie's face when he's just talking, you think, oh mate, it's like you're kind of burning your bridges there, but you know that you're not, because they're going to need you at some point.
Yeah.
And they're going to need to say, Dylan, we need to put this fight on. I need to step up and take it. But like you said, he just wants to fight everybody.
Yeah.
That's all he ever says.
He's got himself in a position where, you know, if it's not Matchroom, he could go elsewhere.
And he'll get
Anyone will take him now.
Well, you'd be crazy not to, because like I said, he's invested in himself so heavily now that the kind of the promo around him, it would just do it. It does itself.
Yeah.
You see him now. He walks down the street. People know him. You see his interviews.
Yeah.
He just racks up the views online very quickly. Whereas before he was the arch nemesis of AJ. Now he seems to be like his own person. He's not just the person that AJ didn't like, or you had to like one or the other.
Yeah.
Now he's his own guy that people have like, really got behind.
He's good. Out of the 4 top heavyweights in the world, 3 are British, and they're all flying.
If you had to pick one to come out on top. As a final question to put you on the spot, and you as well, Jack.
They could all beat each other.
Bit of a round robin situation.
With the Wilder Fury fight, I think it's a lot closer than what everyone was saying. In the rematch, I know Fury would come up better, but I think also, as long as he had a good team, Wilder would come back like a lot better, make like small little adjustments. It would be good to see all 4 of them hitting it off. It's what everyone wants to see. I certainly do.
I think
Pick one.
I think Wilder will win the rematch. You know. I I think knowing that Fury hasn't got the power, I think Wilder will just take more of a risk. Because he's got that knockout ability, hasn't he? So
I think if he tamed it down a little bit, a bit more boxing, he can box. He's a good boxer.
First
like
fight.
he's got a brilliant jab. If he pulls together, he can make it really difficult for Fury. I would like to see that again.
I just want to see one of them fight someone now, because it just seems like we're so far away from everything.
I would like to see White get a shot as well. He's so overdue.
yeah,
Really deserving of it.
He's just patiently waiting.
Yeah.
And what I like about his situation is, like, for kind of, he's not ducked away from fighting anybody while he's been waiting.
Yeah.
So, do you remember when Callum Smith was waiting for his world title shot? He was fighting lesser opponents while he waited for nearly 2 years for that to come up.
Why
So
is
then
that
White's just
line
like,
them up, shoot them down?
put him in, doesn't matter. They're like, oh, it's a big risk, and he's like, yeah, so what? I love that.
But in that, he's improving, so he's going to be the best version of himself when he eventually does box a world title.
That's it. I think like him and AJ, sort of, obviously goes back to, they've both improved massively since then, but White has improved, I would say, a lot more than Joshua's improved. But yeah, like I said, I just want to see one of them fight someone now, because it seems like we're a long, long way away from it. Tyson Fury announced a fight this week against someone that's 24-0, but it's one of those box records where
I tell you, that'd be massive for boxing, like just putting in like the average person on the street back into boxing.
Yeah.
That would be brilliant.
well, like you said, 3 of them are British, right? So it would never happen now because of the TV deals, but you just look back to the super mids and in like the mid 90s when you had your Ben Watsons, Eubanks, etc. And you've just got 3 or 4 top people in it. You're lucky to have them all at the same time. You just need to get them to fight each other.
Yeah.
But it just seems like we're so far away from any of that happening.
Look at Leonard, Duran, Hagler.
4 Kings.
Yeah, 4 Kings. They could recreate that as heavyweights. The money be ridiculous. You know, the reach of people will be ridiculous.
See, just name your price. It's one of those, just take the money, just get it done. But I just feel we're going to be cheated out of it until everybody's sick of it.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be like the Brooke Khan thing where you get to the point you think, oh, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I'm bored of it, I don't care. Okay, right, so we said we were going to wrap up. We did another 15 minutes, so I will definitely wrap up and let you go now. But yeah, thank you massively for coming and joining us.
Thank you, man.
It's been an education, and we look forward to getting you both in there.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That went well.